Jobs laying people off. All right, let's see what's up with it.
This out. There is a Berkeley professor who says that best CS grads with 4.0 GPAs coming out of Berkeley.
2025, I'm gonna need a refund because this year sucks already.
Harvard MBAs are struggling to land jobs in the US, which is a really surprising
Harvard? Harvard? Ivy League Harvard?
thing, because if you really think about it, like if you graduate from Harvard with an MBA, like you can easily get any job you want. But it seems like with the job market being so tough that even Harvard Business School says that MBAs can't solely just rely on the university's name. It used to be that you could easily use the Harvard name to get any job you want, but that's not really the case.
Facts though, because if I got a Harvard degree, yeah, I went to Harvard, yeah. Not only did I go to Harvard, I finished Harvard, yeah, I graduated, MBA, yeah. Yeah, give me all the money, on.
Anymore, as the job market is getting so bad. 23% of job-seeking Harvard MBAs who graduated last spring are still looking for work 3 months after leaving campus, which is up from 20% last year. We are seeing a mega cooling of the white-collar labor market, and even though you graduated as the tippity top of the business world, it's still very difficult for these people to find jobs. It shows you how bad the job market is. Now, this person graduated from a California State University, pretty impressive, with also like business administration, finance bro type deal. And so far can't really seem to find a job. And we are seeing a lot of these cases where people are very educated. They got master's degrees, sometimes even like double bachelor's and a master's, some even PhDs. Many of them are struggling to find a job.
PhD is insane.
And a lot of times when they do find a job, it's not usually the job that they want. I mean, when you have even Harvard MBA struggling to get a job, that kind of tells you how poorly built the job market is right now. The job hunt is really bad. A quarter of candidates have been looking for about 12 months. And most of the candidates that do find a job, many of them say it's not exactly the job that they want, or they say the pay isn't exactly the pay that they want either, but they're going to have to go with it because if they don't go for a job, well, they're not even going to be able to pay the bills and eat. So the job satisfaction.
So something better than nothing. Slow motion is better than what, chat? Slow motion is better than no motion.
In the job hunt is also at an all-time low. And when you have 25% of candidates still looking after 12 months and after thousands of applications, that's pretty scary if you ask me. Things aren't really looking so good for the job market. And check out some of these videos.
This game, you're not ready for.
Well, I never thought I'd be making this video, but I just got laid off today and I'm really freaking sad about it because I just started this job 3 freaking months ago. I literally just got out of training and the whole company was basically let go. So I'm feeling pretty bummed. I've never been laid off before. This is like the first time it's ever happened, and I can tell you it definitely feels like shit. So it was crazy how they did it too. Like usually we have a all hands on Friday where they just talk about the company and updates and everything like that, and they canceled it last week because they said they wanted to be able to share Q3 updates with us and they weren't ready for that yet. So they moved it to today, and I kind of woke up with this like gut feeling that something was off because I don't know why. I just woke up kind of feeling like a little weird. And then in the morning, I usually have my one-on-one with my boss like early, like at 10 a.m. And I noticed that she moved it to later in the day, and then she hadn't updated like our agenda, like our one-on-one agenda. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like usually she updates it like first thing on Monday morning, but she was like, I need to eat lunch or something before our all hands. And yeah, so I get on the all hands and it was so weird. Like the CEO gets on the call and he just starts talking about like how he had to make this very difficult decision because they're going to restructure the whole entire company, and the only way that they'll be able to succeed is if they do this, like really minimize the amount of people at the company, which is like now literally like I think 5, 10 maybe people. And he just goes on, and he's just talking, and I'm like, okay, does that mean everybody's laid off? Because he mentioned, he's like, some of you all, your last day will be today, and then others, your employment will be extended to help us make this transition. So I'm literally like, at first I wasn't sure if my role was impacted, and then yeah, he just kept talking. And then finally he's like, if you get an email in your personal email, that means you're laid off effective immediately. And if you receive an email in your work email, that means that you're staying. So I didn't get anything for like, well, first, let me go back to how the meeting ended. He says thank you to everybody, and he logs off after he literally spills the worst, like the worst news ever. And the awkward part was that everyone stayed on the Zoom, like he left, but everybody else stayed on the Zoom for like 5 to 10 seconds. So all you see is just like sad faces all on the screen. Like the whole company was laid off. And then everyone.
Just imagine that feeling. You just like, everybody's still on the Zoom for 5 to 10 seconds after. We just looking at each other like, pray to God it's not me. Pray to God it's not me. This person has a kid. This person has 2 kids. This person has a wife that's pregnant. This person has this. I pray to God it's not me that's laid off. I pray to God it's not me. Dang. And even if it's not me, I probably should start looking for other employment that's more stable, because they could just let off 50, 75, 80, 90% of the company that quick. Imagine what they might do to me in a month or 2 months once I help them through their transition phase. I need to find something more stable anyway.
Gets disconnected, and then everyone who was laid off immediately lost access to their like computer, I guess. I don't know. They said we can keep our computers, which like thanks for the new MacBook, but like now I don't have a job. So anyways, I didn't get an email in either of my inboxes, and then finally I get a message from someone saying that my employment has been extended till August 31st. So I mean, I guess I'm grateful that I still have a job until then, but like it's so annoying. Why did they hire me? Like, they must have known some things were going on. And I had a job I really liked. I just assumed this was like the next opportunity for me. And I should have just stayed at my old job. Now I'm unemployed. Well, I guess I'll be unemployed in August, which I'm grateful, but it just is like this looming feeling of dread knowing that it's coming up. But
that's probably the worst. The worst feelings be not finishing something, or not something bad happened to you, just when you know it's inevitable and you're like, next week is the day. Freak. All right, 5 days from now is the day. 2 days from now, tomorrow is the day. Oh, that has to be the worst feeling ever. It's just a countdown. It's like a bomb is ticking. It's going off. You know the bomb is going off. There's no way for you to stop it. You know that it's coming to an end. And you're like, 10 more minutes till the bomb goes off.
Hopeful that like I can find something soon. Hopefully we get a severance. I'm not even sure. Nobody knows anything. They haven't said anything. So we're just supposed to like continue working as normal, which is weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like feeling pretty down. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm thankful like for the opportunity, I guess, but yeah, it just feels like crap, to be honest. So I decided I'm going to just like document my unemployment life. Maybe it will help me feel better. I like have been watching a bunch of TikToks like since I got laid off a couple of hours ago about other people who've been laid off, and it makes me feel better to see they're doing okay. I've never been laid off before, so this is a first. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna post like my unemployment journey. So if you've been unemployed, or if you got laid off recently or have been laid off, let me know. Does it get better? Am I going to be okay? I think I'm going to be okay. It feels so sad. Like, I don't know, but yeah, that's what happened to me today. What an eventful freaking Monday.
If you ever need a little bit of reassurance that it's not you, it's the job market, just know that last week I applied and interviewed for a part-time bookseller position at a local bookstore near me. And mind you, this bookstore just happens to have a stationery section. It's like a bookstore, but they just casually have stationery products like most bookstores do. So I went to the interview, you know, prepared to answer questions about books, about stationery, but I went in because I like books. Anyways, I get there, the interview, it goes good, you know, it could have gone much worse, could have gone better, but it went well. Like, have experience, I have full open availability. Again, this was a position that was part-time, 19 an hour, about cap 20 hours a week. Also, I mean, it's a retail job, so it doesn't matter, but I have a degree and I also have conversational skills in 2 additional languages. And this bookstore was located in a highly tourism centered area. So I'm trilingual, applying for a part time bookseller position at a tourist hub location. Anyways, they got back to me
Sounds like she qualified so far.
yesterday to tell me that I didn't get the job, which, you know, is fine. It's whatever. It happens. But what killed me the most about them telling me I didn't get the position was not because I didn't have the qualifications or the experience to back me applying for the position or having a bad interview. It was the fact that I was beat out by somebody with more stationary experience. Like, we're really at a point in time where we can't even get part-time retail positions because we're getting beat out by people with some of the most, like, specialized skill sets. Like, what do you mean, like, I didn't get the job because somebody had more stationary experience to work at a bookstore? Like, I really want to know the fuck is like a god at stationery who just
He said, God, that stationary is you bad funny.
was dying to make 19 an hour at this bookstore. Anyways, it's not you, it's the job market, and we'll keep looking.
I know some people that have strong degrees. It's and can't find a job. Are we coming to an end? Is this where AI takes over? Is this where AI and content creators take over? Because what's going on? A job, 9 to 5 is supposed to be the safe route to go, the stable route to go that you're guaranteed to make a certain amount of money, that you're guaranteed to have stability. What's going on? I'm seeing a lot of people getting laid off. I don't think I like this.